Okay, so good day everyone. This is Sheena Landau and today I am going to discuss with you the questions for professional education. So this is the part 2. For part 1 you can see the video of Miss Mary Joy. Okay, so let's start. For number 26, Teacher R handles a remote multi-grade class and is rarely supervised. So she teaches only when she feels like doing so. So which professional trait is clearly lacking in her practice? Is it competence, intelligence, emotional intelligence, or letter D, integrity and accountability? So ang giingon, she only teaches when she feels like doing so. So which professional trait is clearly lacking in her practice? The answer is letter D. Integrity and accountability. So teaching based on personal convenience shows a lack of responsibility and commitment. So integrity and accountability require a teacher to perform duties consistently regardless of supervision. Okay, so 26 is letter D. For number 27, according to Thorndike, which law explains the use of punishment to eliminate undesirable behavior? A. Law of exercise, B. Law of reward, C. Law of effect, or D. Law of punishment. So, which law of Thorndike explains the use of punishment to eliminate undesirable behavior? The answer is letter C. So Thorndike's law of effect states that behaviors followed by unpleasant consequences tend to be weakened, while those followed by pleasant consequences are strengthened. Okay, so let's proceed to number 28. A Boy Scout says bahala na and risks his life to save a drowning child. So what attitude does this action best show? A. Recklessness, B. Indifference, C. Daring combined with concern for others, or letter D. Overconfidence. So a Boy Scout says bahala na and risk his life to save a drowning child. So what attitude does this action best show? Is it recklessness? Reckless ba siya? Is it indifference? Or daring combined with concern? Daring combined with concern for others, or overconfidence. So the answer is letter C gihapon. Daring combined with concern for others. So the act shows courage combined with compassion and concern for others, not recklessness or indifference. And of course, dili po siya overconfident. Okay, so for number 29, which government initiative best supports the constitutional provision that the state shall promote quality education for all citizens? A. Tuition fee deregulation, B. Free elementary and secondary education, letter C. Exclusion of learners with special needs, or letter D. Reintroduction of standardized tests. Okay, so what do you think is the answer? Which government initiative best supports the constitutional provision that the state shall promote quality education for all citizens? The answer is letter. What letter? Letter B, free elementary and secondary education. So, providing free basic education ensures equal access to quality education, directly supporting the constitutional mandate. Number 30. Which law is known as the Magna Carta for public school teachers? A. Republic Act 7722, B. Presidential Decree 1011, C. Republic Act 4670, or letter D. Republic Act 7836. What do you think? Which law is known as the Magna Carta for public school teachers? Unsa man to ang RA 7722? This is a Higher Education Act. So this is wrong. For letter B, Presidential Decree 1-1? Is it related to the teacher's rights? No. How about for letter D, RA 7836? The RA 7836 is the professionalization of teachers. So the answer is letter C, RA 4670. It protects the welfare and rights of the public teachers. Okay, so for number 31, which situation best reflects a teacher's effectiveness in promoting discipline? A. Students behave only when the teacher is present. B. Students show concern and respect for one another. Letter C. Students obey due to fear of punishment. Or letter D. Students behave for promised rewards. So which situation best reflects a teacher's effectiveness in promoting discipline? So students behave only when the teacher is present. Letter B, students show concern and respect for one another. Letter C, the students obey due to fear of punishment. Or letter D, students behaved for promised rewards. Asa man ang answer, anak? The answer is letter B. Okay, so students show concern and respect for one another. So the true discipline is internalized. So when the students show concern for the others, discipline is values-based rather than imposed. Okay, so let's proceed to number 32. Number 32, who emphasized deep respect for cultural heritage and moral tradition? A. John Dewey. B. George Hegel. C. Teilhard de Chardin. Or letter D. Confucius. Okay, unsa gali to si Dewey? Siya to ang sa progressive education, learning by doing, experiential, diba? How about for George Hegel? Siya ang sa idealism. For Teilhard de Chardin, siya sa evolutionary philosophy. So, for Confucius pod, he emphasized the tradition, respect, and morality. So, Confucian philosophy emphasizes respect for the tradition, history, and some moral values rooted in cultural heritage. So the answer is letter D. For number 33, in test construction, what does TOS stand for? Okay, so sayon rajud kaayon eh. Is it letter A, table of specifications? Letter B, term of standards? Letter C, table of specific items? Or letter D, test organization sheet? In test construction, what does TOS stand for? Unsa man to ang TOS? Is it ang T, is it table, is it term, or is it test? Okay. So, TOS stands for Table of Specifications. Letter A. The Table of Specifications ensures the alignment between the objectives, content, and the assessment items. Okay? Okay. So, for number 34, okay, dili maklaro ang ato ang letter B, C, D, ato sang paggamit. Okay. So, for number 34, when a teacher is described as having eyes on the back of her head, this means that she blank. A. Maintains strong eye contact. B. Closely observes students' emotions. Letter C. Closely watches students physically. Or letter D. Is aware of all classroom activities. So the teacher kuno is described as having eyes on the back of her head. So, nag-maintain ba siya og strong eye contact? No. How about Letter B, closely observe students' emotions. Nag-observe ba siya sa emotions sa estudyante? Possible. How about for letter C? Closely watches students physically. Wow, judges teacher. Okay, so for letter D, is aware of all classroom activities. So, ang gingon na, when a teacher is described as having eyes on the back of her head. So, this means she is aware of all classroom activities. So, the answer is letter D. Okay, so for number 35, which strategy best promotes social development among learners? A. Computer-assisted instruction, B. Puzzles, C. Games, or D. Cooperative learning. Okay, so which strategy kuno best promotes social development among learners? When we say computer-assisted instruction, it only has limited ra ang iyahang interaction. For the puzzles, it is like individual focused. For letter C pod, games, the interaction exists but limited ra pod. For the cooperative learning, this promotes teamwork and communication. So, the answer is letter D, cooperative learning. So, cooperative learning, nag-promote ni siya og teamwork, communication, and social interaction among the students. So, this is the best answer. Okay, let's proceed to number 36, which describes skill-based instruction in language learning. A, it is discovery-based. B, it is teacher-centered. Letter C, students help plan lessons. Or letter D, it focuses on practical language use. Which describes skill-based instruction. Skill-based instruction in language learning. Is it discovery-based? Concept-focused na siya ang discovery-based. So, dili siya skill-based. Is it teacher-centered? Opposite ni siya sa skill-based. Nag-focus na rin siya sa teacher. How about for letter C? The students help plan lessons. So, ang students help plan lessons, mo ni siya ang learner-centered and practical. And for letter D, it focuses on practical language use. So, practical use siya. So, this is true but very general. So, the correct answer is letter C. Students help plan lessons. Okay, so ang skill-based instruction, it encourages the learner involvement and ang active participation sa learning process sa mga students. Okay, so for number 36, the answer is letter C. So for number 37, which instructional material requires the use of a projector? A. Realia, B. Mock-up, C. Slides, or letter D. Moodle? Which instructional material requires the use of a projector? When we say realia, unsa man na siya? Real objects. For the mock-up, unsa man pud na ang mock-up? Ang mock-up is a physical model. How about for the model? Ang model does not need a projector. Ang gingon dere requires the use of a projector. So the answer is letter C. Like, sa mga example sa slides, mao ni siya ang PowerPoint presentation. Okay, so for number 37, the answer is letter C. For number 38, a user-friendly computer program means that it blank. A. Uses touch screens. B. Is easy to operate. Letter C. Always allows success. Or letter D. Contains many menus. What do you think? A user-friendly computer program means that it blank. Is it uses touch screens, User-friendly ang computer kay naa siya touchscreen. Kay touchscreen siya. Letter B is easy to operate. Or letter C, always allow success. Permi kang padaugon sa imuhang duwa. User-friendly ba na? Or letter D, contains many menus. Okay, what do you think is the answer? The answer is letter B. It is easy to operate. User-friendly computer program is easy to operate. Okay, so for number 39, teaching students to think creatively encourages them to blank. A, question the illogical. Letter B, to criticize the unreasonable. Mag-criticize sa unreasonable. Wow. So letter C, think within the box. Think within the box. Or letter D, do outside the box thinking. What do you think? Teaching students to think creatively encourages them to blank. I-question ba nila ang illogical? Think creatively. Creative ba na siya? I-question ang illogical. How about letter B? I-criticize ang unreasonable. Or letter C, think within the box. Or letter D, outside the box thinking. Asa man ana ang correct nga answer? The correct answer is letter D. Do outside the box thinking. Okay. So, creative thinking involves the mga innovation, ilang originality, and exploring new ideas beyond conventional limits. So, mauna siya ang outside the box thinking. So, for number 40, if the mode of a set of scores is 32, what does this indicate? What do we mean if we say mode? Unsa man ang mode? Diba? It appears nagsigi og balik-balik. When we say mode, nagsigi og balik-balik. Okay, so letter A, 32 is the average score. When we say average, mao na siya ang mean. Diba? How about for letter D? 32 does not appear at all. Ang giingon, diba? Mode. Nagsigi og balik-balik. So, 32 does not appear at all. So, wrong. Letter A is not. Since mean man na siya, how about for letter C? 32 appears least frequently. Least. So, least gamay ra, wrong gihapon. Or letter B, 32 appears most frequently. So, most siya. Most frequently. So, nagsigi og balik-balik. Therefore, the answer is letter B. How about for number 41? Which is a common characteristic of a learners with ADHD? What do you think? Which is a common characteristic of learners with ADHD or attention deficit hyperactivity disorder? Is it reading difficulty, poor spelling, inattention, or weak physical health? When we say reading difficulty, it's more related to dyslexia, diba? Reading difficulty is the dyslexia. How about for the poor spelling? ADHD ba na siya? Or is it weak physical health? ADHD, weak physical health? It's not related. So, for letter C, inattention. Is it letter C? Okay. So, the answer is letter C. Inattention. So, ADHD is commonly characterized by inattention, impulsivity, and hyperactivity. So, difficulty in maintaining focus is a core system of ADHD. For number 42, student teaching during the final year of pre-service education is best described as blank. A. Role-playing, B. Simulation, C. Demonstration, or letter D. Hands-on practice. So, student teaching during the final year. So, unsa man ang final year sa education? Sa pre-service education. Di ba mao na ang 4th year? So, during the 4th year, ang pre-service education, unsa man to siya? A. Role-playing. Ga-role-play ba? Is it simulation? Or letter C, demonstration? Or letter D, hands-on experience? The answer is letter D, hands-on experience. So you are actual teaching. So student teacher is considered hands-on because pre-service teachers gain direct real classroom experience by teaching actual students under supervision. Okay. For number 43, which does not belong to the processes involved in creative thinking? A. Curiosity, B. Imagination, C. Originality, or D. Inside-the-box thinking. So, ang pangutana, which does not belong to the processes involved in creative thinking? Dili daw belong to the processes involved in creative thinking. Is it curiosity? This is positive. Oh no. This is belong sa creative thinking. Curiosity. Imagination, yes. Originality, yes. Inside the box thinking. Is this positive? No. This is restrictive. Okay, so the answer is letter D. Okay. Inside the box thinking limits the creativity, so it does not encourage innovation or new ideas. Therefore, the inside the box thinking does not belong to the processes involved in creative thinking. Okay, so for number 44, to classify students' achievement based on test scores, which measure of central tendency is most appropriate? A. Mode, B. Median, C. Mean, or D. Any of the above? To classify students' achievement based on test scores, which measure of central tendency is most appropriate? Mode, gabalik-balik, median, ang, middle, or mean, the average, or D. Any of the above? Mamili ra ka. Okay, so what do you think? The answer is mean, the average. So the mean is the most appropriate measure when classifying overall experience because it considers all the scores and provides an accurate representation of students' average achievement. Okay, so for number 44, the answer is letter C. For number 45, learning gained from community immersion is best described as blank. A. Theoretical, B. Simulated, C. Symbolic, or D. Experiential. Learning gained from community immersion. Ang learning gained from community immersion is best described as theoretical ba siya? Is it simulated? Is it symbolic? Or experiential? Experience. So, learning gained, na-gained nimo from community immersion. So, the answer is letter D, experiential or learning by doing. Kung kinsa galito ang experiential learning? Kang John Dewey. Okay, so for number 46, associating learners with meanings to remember information is an example of using a blank. A. Visual aid. B. Audiovisual aid. C. Mnemonic device. Or letter D. Meaning chart. Associating letters with meanings to remember information is an example of using a visual aid ba, audiovisual aid ba, mnemonic device, or meaning chart. Associating letters with meanings para mahinumduman nimo ang information. The answer is letter C, mnemonic device. So a mnemonic device helps the learners remember information through associations, patterns, or memory aids, such as linking letters to meanings. Okay, so mnemonic device na siya. So for number 47, Pixie reads top for pot, or D for P, or B. From her reading behavior, one can say that Pixie suffers from blank. A. Dysphasia, B. Dyslexia, C. Dysgraphia, or D. Dyspraxia. Unsa man na? Unsa gali to ang dysphasia? Dysphasia is a speech disorder. How about for letter D? Dyspraxia. Diba letter A is dysphasia, speech disorder. For letter D, dyspraxia is the motor coordination issue. Basta fascia gani, speech disorder, pero kung praxia, X na ay X, motor coordination issue. How about for dysgraphia? Writing difficulty. How about for when we say dyscalculia? Unsa man to siya? Naglisod sa math. Diba? So the answer is letter B, dyslexia. Unsa man to ang dyslexia? Reading disorder. So, ang dyslexia is a learning disorder that affects the reading ability, including letter reversals and difficulty recognizing words. Okay. Again, dyslexia, reading behavior. For dysphasia, fascia as speech disorder. Dysgraphia, writing difficulty. Dyspraxia, na ay X, so motor coordination issue. So for number 48, which difficulty is commonly observed among dyslexic learners? A. Hyperactivity. B. Attention-seeking behavior. C. Writing and spelling problems. Or letter D. Poor concentration. So which difficulty kuno is commonly observed among the dyslexic learners? Unsa gali to? Basta dyslexic. Writing, reading disorder. Diba? Naa siya'y learning disorder that affects the reading ability. Is it hyperactivity? Hyperactivity gani. This is they call this, mo ni siya ang characteristic sa ADHD. For attention-seeking behavior, behavioral na siya. And for letter C, writing and spelling problems, is it commonly observed among dyslexic learners? Or letter D, poor concentration. Poor concentration, so inattention. So, murarag hapon siya sa ADHD. So, letter C, writing and spelling problems. The answer is letter C. Okay. Letter C. Dyslexic na ito siya reading disorder. So, writing and spelling problems. So, this is common in dyslexia. For 49, which assessment tool best identifies difficulties in written communication? A. Oral presentation. B. Performance task. C. Teacher observation. Or letter D. Short written response. Which assessment tool best identifies difficulties in written, so sinuwat, written communication? A. Oral presentation. So, oral presentation, nagstorya ka. Written ang giingon na written. Oral presentation, nagstorya. Performance task, teacher observation, or letter D, short written response. The answer is letter D. Klaro naman. Short written responses directly assess the student's writing skills. So, it makes the most appropriate tool for diagnosing the difficulties in written communication. Okay, so last number 50. Although Teacher Anna knows her subject well, her students remain disengaged. So which 21st century skill could help improve her teaching? A. Cultural competence. B. Entrepreneurial skills. C. Interdisciplinary skills. Or letter D. Information and technology skills. Although Teacher Anna knows her subject well, her students remain disengaged. So, walay gana iyang mga estudyante, wala kayo naminaw. Which 21st century skill could help improve her teaching? Cultural competence ba? Is it entrepreneurial skills? Entrepreneur? Interdisciplinary skills? Or information and technology skills? The answer is letter D. Letter D. Information and technology skills. So, this enhances the engagement and the interaction of the students. So, ang gipangutana which 21st century skill could help improve her teaching? So, ang 21st century classroom, student engagement is strongly influenced by how the teachers integrate technology into teaching. So, information and technology skills enable the teachers to use digital tools, multimedia resources, interactive platforms, and mga online applications para ang lesson is more engaging siya, mas relevant, and learner-centered. So, while Teacher Anna naa siya kanang strong content mastery, developing her ICT skills can help her present lessons in more dynamic and interactive ways, so thereby increasing students' interest and participation. Okay. So, ang kinahanglan ni Teacher Anna is information and technology skills, letter D. Alright, so humanata, and this is already the last item, so goodbye and thank you.